We'll see the New York Knicks taking on the San Antonio Spurs. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. And it's San Antonio to start out. Fox goes in. Robinson with the block. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Clark, one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game.
And stolen by Castle. And the basket by Vassell.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Here's Brunson. Banked in off the glass.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
And Fox gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
On the wing, Fox. And the layup's good off the glass. Fox has got 6 points. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Here's Anunoby. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Castle. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Mitchell Robinson. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Brunson with it. Towns in the corner. And stolen by Wembanyama. Right wing. Here's Champagnie. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Back to you.
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. To the middle. Champagnie.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history. surpassing the towering Mark Eden.
Can they get it? And it's Brunson missing. Castle on the wing. And there's the drive.
Castle so good up and down the lane.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. There's 1:17 left here in the first quarter. Knicks trail by 17. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Stolen by Clarkson. Good defense by Wembanyama.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
To the inside. It's rebounded by New York. Three-pointer. And the Knicks miss again.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And it's the Spurs ball. It's a 21-2 run, totally rolling here. Pass to Bryant. Shoots over Shamet. Bryant can't get it to go. Here's Clarkson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Knicks trail by 19. Here's Towns. Goes back up. And it's blocked. Into the lane. Harper. And Harper slams it in.
So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And the Knicks making a change here. Here's Cornette. Nobody near Barnes. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Clarkson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Spurs leading by 21. Here's Bryant inside. Spurs working the ball around now. Six to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. The 10-footer. And the Knicks miss again. Here's Harper. Rebounded by Hart. Knicks trailed by 21. It's stolen by Bryant. Here's Barnes. And the shot goes in. Harper's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Brunson. Lays it up off the glass. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Here's Bryant. Up again. The Knicks pull it in. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Out to Bridges. Launches a three. Hands it from downtown. Bridges got himself on the board with 3 there.
A capable shooter from all 3 levels. And Bridges with the smooth release.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Kevin, back over to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Good job using that big body to carve out space and snatch that rebound.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. .103 left in the first half of the game. Robinson on the wing. It's hauled in by Cornette. Spurs leading by 20. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Now, we've talked Barnes is athletic and strong, but he also has good bounce, so he gets up fast to ram it home.
Brunson. Count that bucket. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Barnes. Here's Harper. Now Cornette. It's rebounded by Brunson. Knocked away. It's stolen by Bryant. Here's Cornette with 4 seconds on the clock. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Right back after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Knicks trail by 20. And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the 2-man game between Brunson and Towns, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
Spurs on defense. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Towns wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Towns has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A pass to Fox. Stolen by Robinson. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Bridges misses. It's rebounded by New York. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And here is Anunoby. Here's Brunson. Right in the heart of the defense. Ha-ha! Brunson.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
No way, says Wembanyama. Not on my block.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Anunoby in the corner. So it's San Antonio again turning it over. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Tries to keep it alive. Well, it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will return possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
From deep, Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Brunson's got 11 points.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three, and boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
From 20 feet out, Anunoby, no good. Spurs leading by 16.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 11. That's a 2 from Towns. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Down low. Here's Cornette. To the left side wing. Pass to Harper. There's the pick. Clock at 4. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Cornette's got 4 points in the quarter.
Running the pick and roll like a veteran there. Harper, outstanding find off that screen.
Knicks trail by 18. Now, here's Shamet. Defended by Bryant. For 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Pass to Barnes. Kicks it out to Johnson. Bryant gets a wide open look. It's 3 pointers off the mark. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
One shot.
And that one misses. Spurs making a switch here. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. It's an 18-point game. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
That one is off. Clark, how about the spark Jalen Brunson has brought to these Knicks?
Yeah, I tell you, I didn't see it coming in terms of how good Jalen Brunson has been, Kevin. I mean, I knew he was great in college, and I knew he would be a good pro, but to be kind of a franchise player, that's more than I expected. Playoff runs in all 3 years for Brunson in New York. Oh, he's giving the franchise a jolt for sure, and he's a joy to watch.
Here's Johnson. The kick out to Barnes. Outside Harper. Clock at 6. Back to Barnes. Shoots from the line. Diawara with the rebound. Olynyk with the steal. And here's Barnes for 3. Diawara with the rebound. Got it up. The shot missing. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shoot. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. San Antonio leading by 18. Olynyk in the corner. Back to Harper. Pass to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
And the shot goes down. Olynyk's got 4 points now in the quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Shamet on the wing. That one's off, still out of sync. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Shamet. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Outside Harper. Pass to Olynyk. The Knicks pull it in.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Clarkson for 3. Rebound by Olynyk. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Here's Towns. That one misses. Here's Harper. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You see just how assertive Harper is down low. This kid fears absolutely nothing.
To the paint. Here's Towns. No good with the layup. Now Harper. Pass to Olynyk. Alvarado with the steal. Clarkson outside. From outside, off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Shamet. And the Knicks miss again. Johnson right side.
That's a power drive if you've ever seen one. Keldon Johnson is country strong.
And that one misses. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Spurs.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Harrison Barnes.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Making plays for others, Wembanyama.
Brunson with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Lets the three fly. And it's Brunson missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
From deep, Brunson. Wembanyama with the rebound. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And here are the Knicks now. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Fox. Good work there as it goes.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
Towns with the steal. Here's Brunson. Brunson with another miss. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. What's your take, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?